You're listening to the Expert Edge podcast, brought to you by Find a Business Expert. I'm your host, Liz Drury, a freelance voiceover artist and expert in my field. In each episode, I chat to a different business expert about their business and what gives them the edge. John Hall is the founder and manager of Frank Exchange and a member of the Find a Business Expert network. As his business name suggests, he's an expert in foreign exchange. Thank you for joining me on the podcast, John.
No worries. Great to be here.
Now, you're the founder and manager of Frank Exchange, which we'll come on to in a minute, but
Okay.
I'd like to know first a bit about your past, John. What were you like at school and what was your favourite subject?
So, school was a bit of a disaster for me. I'm dyslexic. And back in the day when I was at school, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So I was we were obviously graded and streamed, and I was in the lowest stream, which meant on the whole, I was with probably other people who had the same problems I had, and learning wasn't a thing. So, I disliked school intensely. I was bullied. It was not a good time. One subject did stand out, though. I had a history teacher who, for some reason, persisted with me. And I've always loved history, and we did 20th century history, which I've always been interested in.
Yeah.
And that, I suppose, is what you'd call today my only GCSE.
So I guess you got out of school as quickly as you could, did you, John?
Yes, I left school at 16 after doing my CSEs, as they were called in those days. And I actually went to Loughborough College and did a HND.
Yeah.
Which was administration, so it was all sorts of different things: politics, history, typing, all sorts of different things. And I got bored with that, so I didn't go for the last 6 months, but I still passed the exams with a credit. So.
And what was your first job then, John? After that?
I left there. My family is 4 generations in textiles, so we were sock manufacturers.
Yeah.
So I left there and joined the family business. My first job there was actually in the yarn cellar. So we used to have huge deliveries of yarns in great big boxes, and we used to take them off the lorries, take them down into the cellar and stack them 4 high.
Yeah.
And being the new guy, I had to sweep the floors and keep it generally tidy.
Did you enjoy doing that or not?
Oh, yeah, it was, loved it. And then I moved from there. I became a mechanic, and this is when my dyslexia became into the spotlight, because I took the exams to go and do a City and Guilds, and nobody had ever failed the test with such lower scores as I did. So rather than putting it in the bin, the guy who gave me the test came back and said, "Oh, there's something wrong here. Have you ever been tested for autism, dyslexia?" No. Okay, so let's get that done then. And they looked after me. They brought in special people to mark my work. They accounted for my dyslexia, and I never looked back from that point.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. And that's often the case, isn't it? That it takes somebody to say, "Hang on a minute, let's just do a test here."
Yeah.
And then it makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So tell me about where you went from there.
So I did 9 years with the family business.
Yeah.
My brother at that stage, my older brother, he was working in insurance for a brokerage in Nottingham. And after 9 years with them in my early 20s, 1983, I went to work with him.
Yeah.
And stayed with him till 1997. We worked together.
Yeah.
In selling life assurance, pensions, and investment.
Yeah. So tell me about the field of work that you work in now and how you came to be doing that.
So we work in foreign exchange and international payments and receipts. So I was the Financial Conduct Authority had brought in the Financial Services Act, and it was starting to grip on the industry. I was working for Rawland. During that time, we were mainly with Commercial Union, but they shut down all direct selling. So I went to work for Rawland Sun Alliance, and I got a letter through the post from a headhunter saying, we've got a position that might suit you. Would you like to chat? So I put it by the phone for a couple of weeks and wrote all over it with phone messages. And then one day I picked it up and just thought, I'll ring this guy. And I rang him. And it turned out that he was looking for people to join Commercial Foreign Exchange, which was a small company in Thomas Cook Financial Services. So Thomas Cook was a holiday company and a financial service company. And we moved money around the world for companies on the back of Thomas Cook moving money for their travellers' checks and bureau de changes. That business was sold in 2001 to Travelex. But by then we'd gone from a couple of dozen people worldwide to making over 55% of Thomas Cook Group's profits.
Wow.
So I went to Travelex and stayed at Travelex till 2010.
Yeah. So what is it that you like about this area of work?
It's interesting. You meet diverse people. You're dealing with people constantly. And it's just a great business to be in. It's very competitive. It's growth inspired. It's just people. It's a people business. It's just dealing with people all day long.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me, when did your current business start?
So after I left, Travelex was sold to venture capitalists in 2010. So I was approached by a Canadian foreign exchange provider to set up a UK operation for them, which I did, but fell out with them for various reasons, as happens. Their director of new business based in Canada. I had different ideas about how anyway, so I left basically in 2012, and I was quite bruised while I was there and battered. And I decided that I never wanted anybody to be able to treat me like that again. So in November 2012, myself and my brother set up Frank Exchange.
Yeah, and you haven't looked back.
No, it's been a bit of a roller coaster at times, but it's been great. Yeah, not looked back.
So who is it that you help, and how do you do that?
So our main customers are companies that import or export. But in saying that, we have a number of individuals who use us as well, and they use us. People who've retired overseas, need pensions turn into different currencies and paying to their local bank accounts. We've got a couple of house purchase on the go all the time. People buying or selling property, moving around the world, expats.
Yeah.
But our main business is corporates, people who import, export, and therefore have to pay or receive in foreign currencies because of that.
Yeah. So is there one thing, John, that you wish you'd known when you were starting up your own business?
Yeah, don't try and do everything yourself. Because we all, and it's just the simple things like, I remember, so we registered the URL, web address and everything, and then, I need an email. How do you set an email up?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea. And it's simple things that obviously when you're working for a corporate, the IT people or the HR people, they do it for you.
Yeah.
But then once you set your own business up, it was me.
Yeah.
And I realised actually how little I knew.
Yeah.
In terms of the stuff that needs to be done to run a business and get it up and running. So it was a bit of a wake up. That was.
Yeah.
Exciting times, obviously, but it was stretched me at times.
And I think sometimes you can spend hours trying to figure out how to do something, and then when you actually get an expert on board, it takes them minutes, doesn't it?
We've all done that with IT. Spend hours and hours and hours trying, and then you ring somebody. Just press that button. Okay.
So in a similar vein, then, do you have a couple of tips that you'd like to pass on to people that are just starting out on their entrepreneurial journey?
Yes, yeah. there's people out there who are experts in the different fields that you'll need to set your business up and run your business. Use them.
Yeah.
Because if you try and do everything yourself, you'll spend hours and hours and hours doing things that somebody, as we just said, somebody else can do in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And if you look at the really successful business people that I've worked with, they've always had a team of really good people around them that they've called upon and used their expertise. And even if you're a one-man band setting out, you still need that team of people. So surround yourself with knowledgeable people, and there's lots of them out there willing to give their time, who you can call on their knowledge to help you when you come across something that you haven't got a clue how to do it, and you can just go, "Can you help with this?" And they'll go, "Yes."
Yeah. And of course, you can use the Find a Business Expert network to find them.
You can, absolutely. There's lots of them there.
Yeah. So if you weren't doing your job, John, is there something else that you would like to do in a different career?
That's a good question. I'll probably be working for a corporate in sales somewhere, or management. Spent the last long time in management, running big sales teams. But not really. If I wasn't doing this now, I'd probably retire and go walking across the moors every day.
That sounds good.
To be fair.
Yeah. What's the best piece of customer feedback that you've received in your business, John?
I suppose the best customer feedback we get is the fact that our retention here is well over 90%. And people, once they've used us, they come back and use us, and we don't lose customers back to the market. And they all speak very highly of us. People say that they've never experienced such good exchange rates, and the service is fantastic. And Georgia, who runs the customer service department, she's brilliant, and the customers really relate to her, and she has great relationships with them. But it's the retention that is the best thing by far. It's just a statement that we're doing the right things.
Yeah. There's no better feedback than that, is there? People coming back to you.
Yeah. And we actually have people, we got a call a few weeks ago, somebody who'd used us about 4 or 5 years ago because they had payments in dollars, that contract finished, and they didn't have any of the foreign exchange. A couple of weeks back, having not heard from them for 4 years because they had no more FX, rang us because they'd just got a contract in euros that they have to pay in euros to, and wanted to know if they could still use the account. So rather than they remembered us and came back to us. So I mean, that's fantastic.
That's great. Is there something that many people don't understand about your industry which you wish that they did?
Yes. People don't understand how foreign exchange providers, banks and everybody else make money out of foreign exchange. People think that they pay a service fee to send the payment, and it's whatever it is, and they think that's it. They don't understand that the biggest charge, the commission that the providers take, is in the exchange rate. And it can be a real problem trying to show that to people and getting them to understand it. And even customers have been trading with, because we expose our markup, the commission. Yeah. And even people have been trading with us for some time. We got an email from somebody the other day. They got a quote from somebody else who just happened to be on the phone at the time they were doing a payment, and he said, "Oh, you're being overcharged." Well, our rate would be £1,500 less. But it was just totally untrue. But they didn't understand that, so when he sat down and showed them, look at your screen, here's the market rate that the currencies are trading at in the market, there's your rate, there's the difference between the two. It's only a £10,000 payment, there's not £1,500 in it,
Yeah.
It's just, they just completely misled them.
Yeah.
But that's it's the education process, so people understand what they're being charged and what they're paying for, because it's their money that's being taken in commission.
Yes. Yeah. Is there, John, a piece of advice that you've been given that's sort of been really good for you that you would like to pass on to other people?
I've had lots of advice over the years. I think the best piece of advice I can give anybody is always look for the good in people, and always trust people until they give you a reason not to.
Yeah.
But once they give you a reason not to, that's it. No second chances.
Yeah.
In business. But always, 99.99% of people are good. They want to help you. They want to do business with you.
Yeah.
And put your trust in them.
Yeah.
100%. And as long as you work together and everything's fine. But anybody ever betrays that trust, then that's it. The relationship's over.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite tool to keep you organised in business, John?
I'm a little bit OCHD. So everything has to be lined up and regimented. And because of that, I have a schedule that everything's like on a schedule. So I come in and I do this, then do that, and I do that. But one of the most important things is work to a schedule.
Yeah.
Use your calendar. Use a to-do list. Write things down. And deal with them in order of importance. So, yeah, that's what I do. I use my calendar, I work to a schedule, and I stick to it. So, if I've got something to do at 9:30, I do it, because if it's important and it doesn't get done because other things distract, then the whole day goes off.
Yes.
Off skew. So work to a schedule and stick to it and plan your day.
Yeah, very good advice. What would you say has been your biggest achievement to date?
In business, I would say it's Frank Exchange being here after nearly 15 years. It's not all been plain sailing. There's been some ups and downs. But as I said, when I set the business up in 2012, November 2012, my brother was a 50% partner.
Yeah.
He wasn't in good health and unfortunately passed away quite suddenly in May 2013, which caused all sorts of problems. Because we hadn't planned for that.
No.
As you don't. One piece of advice I would give to people is, if you go into business with somebody, even if it's a close family member, make sure that you have a partnership agreement or a share buyback agreement. Get all the legals done properly and correctly as to what's going to happen, because obviously he invested money in the business.
Yeah.
His widow then wanted the money back. We were new in business. We didn't have any money. And So one piece of advice I would give people, if you go into partnership with people, get legal advice and get proper partnership and share agreements drawn up.
Yeah.
That says, in the event of anything happening, this is what will happen.
Yeah.
Because it'll save you a whole load of trouble.
Yes. Yeah. Dot the I's and cross the T's.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So outside of work, John, what's the best thing that you've ever done, would you say?
Outside of work, I'm really proud of my 3 boys.
Yeah.
They're all grown up. Last one's getting married this October. 3 grandchildren. And I say the other thing is we did the Snowdonia, Scarfell, Ben Nevis.
Yeah.
Me and the 3 lads, me and my 3 boys did it. And that was doing those 3 was a big achievement.
Oh, that's lovely. I did something a little bit similar a couple of weeks ago. My sister and I walked part of the Offers Dyke path with our dad, who's 82.
Wow, yeah.
So we only did a little bit of it, but it was brilliant. Yeah. Do you have a favourite book that you can recommend to me, John?
I read books all the time. I didn't read till I was 11 years old.
The dyslexia, I guess.
Dyslexia, yeah. So I couldn't read till I was 11. But since then, I've never put a book down.
Yeah.
I'm always reading a book. I suppose my favourite book would be Lord of the Rings. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea.
I love it.
But I love it. The first book I ever read was The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Which put me into that world. So I'd say Lord of the Rings is my favourite book.
Good choice.
By far.
Good choice. John, I'm going to cast you away to a desert island.
Okay.
What's the one luxury that you couldn't do without?
My walking boots.
Hopefully it's a desert island that's got plenty of good walks then.
Yeah, good walks, yes. Yeah. And coffee.
And coffee.
I have to have a coffee.
Now then, a meteor is minutes away from hitting your house. What's the one thing you rush to save? And you can't say family or pets.
I'd probably just run away, to be honest. I don't think there's anything in my house that I would run back to save. Maybe maybe the photos.
Yeah.
Maybe the I've got with my OCD. I used to print all my photographs off and put them in photograph albums.
Yeah.
So we've got photograph albums going back 30 years,
Yeah.
30 for 40 years nearly. If I was going to save one thing, it'd be those.
Yeah. Do you know, I wish that I'd done that. I mean, I've got photo albums from when I used to take, when you used to get physical pictures. But since it's gone digital, everything's just, I don't know, in a cloud somewhere.
Yes.
And it's all a mess. So, I wish I'd done what you've done.
Yeah, I used to still print them off and put them in photo albums. But interestingly, I stopped doing it a couple of years ago. And the phone I had for about 9 years just decided to pack up.
No.
And we lost everything on it.
Oh.
So, if you're going to do something like that, put it in the cloud, because I didn't.
Yeah.
So I lost all the pictures, but
Oh, dear. So, John, what would you like to be engraved on your gravestone?
I have no idea, to be honest. I probably won't have a gravestone.
Well, maybe then, what would you like people to say about you after you've gone?
That I made a difference. I always try. I mean, over the years, I've coached and mentored a good number of people. And one of the principles, but it's something I was taught very early on, is if you're going to coach and mentor people, you should always try and coach them to the point that they're better than you are. And take them beyond where you are in terms of knowledge and expertise and set them on that path.
Yeah.
So I would say the biggest thing was, he made a difference to people and people's lives.
Yeah, I like that. And the final question then, John, since we're on the Expert Edge podcast, what is it that gives you the expert edge?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's... and I know the Financial Conduct Authority have just come out with this directive that the customers should be at the centre of everything that you do. When we set Frank Exchange up with the transparency, showing the commissions that were taken within the exchange rates and all the fees and charges, that was to put the customer at the centre of everything that we do.
Yeah.
So it's... We only exist because of the goodwill of our customers. And it's about getting those customers, showing them how we can benefit, how they can benefit from using our services, and then working with them closely to ensure that over a period of time they gain education and knowledge about the payments they make and how they make them. So put the customer at the centre of everything that you do.
Yeah.
And that will make a successful business.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for being my guest. I've really enjoyed getting to know you a bit this morning, John.
Right.
Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know one of our business experts. If you'd like to discover more of the experts in our community, visit findabusinessexpert.com. And if you'd like to join us as an expert in your field, you can apply via the website. To help this podcast reach more business experts, please subscribe, rate and review.